as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Brown 80! Don't say nothing. Hey, downtown!
Rivers now to throw on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Nice, sweetheart. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On 1st and 10, Rivers.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Rocket.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Rivers, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snip. He's got a man complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 67 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
To throw again on second down. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Rivers on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rivers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Rivers trying to lay one up deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings. And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side. But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive? Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run. Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback. Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you...
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 54 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ingram again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Jackson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 50. Check 50.
Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Ingram again, first down carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson forced out. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, you got 3 yards.
Throwing again. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a back break. As they wind up converting there on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
It's going to be a long Red Delta.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. This to make it a 3. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go on, Eddie. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Take four, take four.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns. Wow. So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yellow. 180. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On the ground, this is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Gun. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Echo. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the flag. 20. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. Hey, one set.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right.
Let's go, defense.
And a get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I got him. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Gun. You can't block me. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, let's get a second.
Third and long, it's Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Great. 56, Mike, 56. I don't even know why.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 34 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
That's the way. Check, 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 check.
Now Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. He's looking. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Trey Boston. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Newton on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 54 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready? Right there to 3. Check. 53 is Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Ready?
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Don't play this way.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, that's complete to Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You got nothing.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go! 50 yards. Right there, 54 Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Gun.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. Ready?
Line 36. And let's get them home.
$20.
Got 36. 36 to Mike.
8.
Check 52.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Got 36. 36 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the gun, here's Newton. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Ravens nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and this one complete to Seth Roberts. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down. Ingram trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Mario Addison in on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Newton, and an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 62 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
He's not going to get me. Mike 57. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Hey! Off the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 38 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Watch the screen. Nice. Oh, try. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Quit talking about it and bring it.
20.
57. Mike, 57. It's coming this way. Here we go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Buying time to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Gun. Great.
57, Mike 57. Here we go. 57's Mike. Go. Hey.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Hey! 57 to Mike. I got one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Ferguson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Get him. Check 31. Check 31.
20.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Newton. Being chased out left. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready?
57 to Mike. Hey, let's get this.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And a Panther 1st down.
Check. 8. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average yardage a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. 7, 8.
On second down, McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. Ready.
Line 36. Ready.
Express.
Hold. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Me and you all day.
Great.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more. And he's into the clear. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Mike, 57. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. 57 to Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Seth Roberts. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You don't know no better. Shoot three. Joker. Tight dog.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Gun. Give me that ball. That's fast.
48.
20.
48's the Mike. Check, 48's the mic. And we're pretty quiet.
From the gun, here's Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Here's Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert enough? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch 36.
Gun.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 36. Mike 36.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. Wright's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Gun.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Over. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 42 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.